coming back to the Fanatic to do a midday show, I thought was interesting and weird because if you remember, at the time, the afternoon show was the best show ever. Now, Broads had already been off, so it was Batalico and it was Tyrone, and I didn't like that show. And I thought, well, Missanelli, you bring him in, he goes back to afternoon drive, you see what you can get, you see how that can work with his former audience. Like there's kind of a built-in understanding that Missanelli was an afternoon drive guy. You see how it works, right? And then you try to put somebody younger from the station in middays. Like that to me always made sense. When Missanelli came back and they kept best show ever in the afternoon, I was like, well, this is kind of a disaster. And for my money, right, like if I had to go like, all right, of all the shows, at the time that Missanelli came back, I thought that the Giglio Hugh Douglas show was like the most intriguing of the shows on the air at the time on WIP. So I was like, all right, well, we'll see. Like if the Fanatic, if Beasley thinks that Missanelli's best chance of one, trying to build off of a very bad morning lead-in, and it is a bad morning lead-in. I think Salchunas is very talented. John Kincaid, I could live without. And in fact, based on the ratings books, I think a lot of people could live without. That morning show gets slaughtered by WIP's morning show. So I think part of the calculus was probably, how do we build back an audience? How do we build an audience that'll stick around for the afternoon show? And the way to do that would have been to bring back a little bit of nostalgia, bring back somebody who was talented at a time and, was able to win afternoon drive for a good long while. Missanelli, just don't think it ever got the kind of traction that they had hoped for.